Welcome to the Howdy Boomy Show. Today is Friday, the 18th of August. Nice weather today. Hope everything is going well by you. I hope you have a tremendous weekend. Summer is closing down. Fall is coming upon us. Football, of course, both college and pro, get into full swing next week with my old haunts. Notre Dame plays Navy out in Dublin, Ireland, which should be interesting. You know, I'm not quite sure how the internet works. The older baby boomers usually don't. Our grandchildren know more about programming and getting stuff on my computer, or especially the phone, than I do. But, you know, because I'm a boomer and because I search like a boomer, I am sure that all the information provided to me that's flashed on the screen is geared towards my age. And it says some of the things that boomers hold on to, that when they're gone, it's no longer going to be considered important. One of them was home cooking. I couldn't quite understand that. I don't know how they figure out the next generation is going to eat. Is everything pre-made? I just don't understand that. Personal contact, business contact, personal, I just don't understand not doing that. I always thought, and still to this day think, you walk up to a gentleman, you shake his hand, you walk up to a lady and shake her hand and introduce yourself, because in business, you're selling yourself. Whatever service or item that you're selling, that your company makes, is basically an entrance vehicle into opening up a conversation, but you're selling yourself. And if personal contact is not happening anymore, it's going to be a sad case. Writing checks, I could understand that. Dressing up for business, I don't understand where that's not going. You don't want to look like a bum. I can't tell you how many restaurants I've been into that where people come in and sit down and there's a guy wearing a baseball cap backwards. That just doesn't understand how people can do that. But, you know, to each their own. But I mean, there's certain things that the baby boomers were brought up on. Family watching TV together. Discipline. That's something that's going to, disciplining your kids, that's something that I hope comes back, because as Andrew Cuomo said in one of his advertisements in running for governor, everything begins at the kitchen table. And so help me. In every community, every ethnic community, the black community, you take a look at all the problems that's going on, everything begins at the kitchen table. If you have a great kitchen table, you're going to have a very, very good family, and that should be concentrated on. So now it's time to take a look again at this fiasco that's going on in politics. Donald Trump, I think, is finally indicted for the last time, but with this general, the Biden family, with the Justice Department, with the FBI, with the CIA, you never know what's going to happen, because they've been weaponized by the Democratic Party and Joe Biden, because he's got to cover up the corruption in his family. So I hope that's done, but now they have to do something, because they have to keep Trump on the front page, because they don't want their Biden corrupt corporation taking up the news. And I hope, did you see where China gave $100 million to the Penn Biden Foundation? I have no idea what that is, but they're calling the ambassador in and find out where the hell this money is going. I'm going to tell you something. 10 or 15 years of putting together a network of laundering money, as Hunter Biden did, and paying off people in the Biden family, has been documented. It's going to take quite a while to unleash that. And never did I think that they would go through a foundation based in a university to launder money. But that's what they're doing. And they've got to, once they get the money, they've got them. That's it. And even the New York Times and the Washington Post is starting to come around and print some articles that, maybe he's not as honest as we thought he was. They're just as corrupt as they can be, and hopefully the press will help lead, as Woodward and Bernstein did in the Nixon impeachment. resignation that we can get this corruption out of Washington and begin to get respect for the FBI and the CIA. I believe some more FBI agents are going to come out against what's going on, investigating Hunter Biden, showing how they were thwarted by upper management. And we can get rid of these people, and the FBI could go back into getting the respect that they deserve, because there's a lot of tremendous FBI agents there that are being politicized. And now they're suing the CIA, the Oversight Committee, because they want to know these 51 people that signed this letter saying that the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian disinformation. Get the 51 people who signed that letter and find out what they were told. Clapper, Brennan, the head of the FBI, the head of the CIA, all these guys were in on it. Why? Joe Biden, the corruption of the Biden family, the corruption of the Democratic Party, and the hatred for Donald Trump. We have our Schiffhead of the week, named after the liar that the Democratic Party throws out there in Congress every week, Adam Schiff. And there's a lot of eligible people there. Joe Biden could be every day with the gaffes that he's making. Chuck Schumer said that the average American doesn't care about the Hunter Biden. Oh, really? Corruption? China? Burisma? Being taken advantage of? I'm paying $4 for a gallon of gas. What are you thinking of? The average American doesn't care. They are so out of touch. But we've got to give this week's Schiffhead of the week to the Colossus liar-in-chief, the one who brought it down more and more. The only way you could tell that a lie is being told is that their lips are moving. That's Hillary Clinton. When she found out that Donald Trump was indicted in Georgia, they did an interview with her on, I believe it was MSNBC, the communist network that hates this country, and she's laughing at it. Laughing like it's a great thing. You're trying to bring down an ex-president. And of all the people, one of the most corrupt politicians that ever lived, Hillary Clinton, destroying government documents that she did on her emails, funding a false narrative against Donald Trump that had Russian collusion. She funded that, her campaign. What does the Clinton Foundation do? Anybody investigate that? She is the worst. Number one, she's ugly. Number two, it looks like she drinks vinegar or sprays vinegar on herself. I just wish, please, Hillary, for me, for most Americans, just go away. Go away. Bother Bill. Bother somebody else, but just don't put your ugly puss on television. Don't do anything. Just go away. Our Schiffhead of the week, Hillary Clinton, the greatest liar in politics we have ever seen. Watch the Howdy Boomy show on the Howdy Boomy channel on YouTube. Catch some excerpts on Facebook, on TikTok, on Twitter, or X, or whatever Elon Musk calls it now. It's a daily show. It's short. It's sweet. It's interesting. It'll make you scratch your head. The Howdy Boomy show. We're going to make America great again. Make sure you vote. God bless you. God bless America. I'll see you on Monday.